Well, Mother's Day is the busiest time of year for the local flower industry, and more than 60 growers and wholesalers have been working overnight at the National Flower Centre at Melbourne Market to get ready. Our reporter Nick Hines is there. Nick, it's all coming up roses where you are.
Well, I've been told the roses are a little bit harder to come by than usual because of the weather we've been having here in Victoria. And at this point in the morning, a lot of the flowers are harder to come by here, at least, because they've already been packed up and trucked off to florists around the state ahead of Mother's Day this weekend. It is very much packed down here at the National Flower Centre. Millions of bunches of flowers will have moved through here this week on what is the busiest night of the year ahead of Mother's Day. And it's all thanks to local growers and local wholesalers. One of those is Greg Duffy, who joins us now. Greg's in charge of getting some of those flowers from the farms right down to florists where you can buy them this weekend. And as I mentioned, a bit of the weather this week, in the lead up to Mother's Day, has made it a bit hard this year, hasn't it?
Yeah, yes. The period of weather where we had overcast and cool conditions for about 2 weeks has slowed a lot of production. So
it's one of these things you don't think about as much, or at least I don't. No, just the work that goes, even getting a flower from a farm to a home or to a mother who wants it this weekend. And we're hearing as well about the cost of living crisis as well, also people spending less. Has that made a difference to you as a wholesaler?
Yes and no. The important thing is that to try and maintain the quality. If people buy a bunch of flowers and it only lasts 2 days, and when things are tough, well, they'll say, well, we're not going to buy flowers anymore. But if they get flowers and they last for a couple of weeks, well, they'll continue to buy, you know. So that's the important thing, and that's what I maintain or try and maintain is good quality flowers. So.
And when you combine the weather and the cost of living prices and the need to maintain quality, what are your tips? What are the picks this year for flowers for Mother's Day?
Pretty much like everything is really popular. It is. Chrysanthemum, it's the old favourite. Yeah, that's right. And then you have different varieties of chrysanthemum. You have the field chrysi, which is really nice now. It's improved a lot over the years. Then you can have glasshouse chrysi, which has grown under glass, literally. And then you have disbuds, which are a bigger chrysi again.
I was looking at, maybe we can very quickly sneak over. I don't want to take up too much time. We can show you. I was going to say, if there's any really special flowers, people who want to do something a bit different for Mum, is this the sort of thing you'd recommend?
Oh, yeah, certainly. You know, you get the chocolate colours, yellow, bronze, pink, and also you do have white, which we haven't got any here. And then there's, like, tulips are very popular. It's pretty much everything sells well at Mother's Day.
You can't go wrong with flowers, can you?
Well, really, you'd have to be doing something wrong not to have a successful Mother's Day, you know?
And now everyone's waking up, about to head to work. You've got a very different trajectory. What's ahead for you now? What's your day been like?
All right, well, we started at about 7:45 last night, and probably by 10 o'clock today we'll be done, you know, so it's the biggest night of the year for us, you know, so.
Well done on making it through.
Thank you.
A huge night for all the growers and wholesalers here at the National Flower Centre, and a lot of flowers heading out around the country ahead of this weekend.
Well, I hope a bunch is coming my way. Thanks, Nick. Thanks so much. I'm sure it's been smelling beautiful down there at the Growers Market.
We've been asking for your tips on how to keep flowers alive through Mother's Day and beyond. So cutting the stems and obviously applying lots of water, pretty simple ones.
Sometimes people say put a bit of sugar in the water or different things in the water, change the water, have a look at what kind of vase you're using. So we'd love to know your tips, or even just let us know what kind of flowers do you love to receive on Mother's Day or on special occasions. You can get involved in our chat by texting us on 04ABC3 News. Just remember to include your name as well, please.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. We're talking Mother's Day on News Breakfast. We'd love to hear from you.
Oh, Michael, beautifully delivered.